After months of deliberation, Syracuse University has a new chancellor. It's our top story tonight.
Kent Syverud will become SU's new chancellor in January of 2014.
Chancellor Nancy Cantor has stepped away from day-to-day university operations, leaving SU under the leadership of interim chancellor Eric Spina.
In a statement, Cantor wrote, quote, "While I will remain in Syracuse and actively engage with the university until mid-December, making this shift in leadership now will allow me greater time to provide assistance to Kent Syverud as he makes his transition."
Eric Spina views his role as interim chancellor as an opportunity to help guide Syracuse University from the hands of Nancy Cantor into that of Kent Syverud.
Today marks a special day for the SU community. It is the formal installment of the 12th SU Chancellor, Kent Syverud.
Students are optimistic that Syverud will make their campus an even better school, though he is a Georgetown alum.
His emphasis on open communication, of continuously interacting with the student body, of hearing their thoughts, and listening to their questions is undoubtedly one of his greatest strengths.
It's kind of an accumulation of what all these people have done for 144 years, and I wanted to celebrate that more than anything.
The results are in for the 58th session of the Student Association. This morning, junior political science and policy studies major Boris Greasley was announced as the next SA president, beating junior Dwayne Ford by nearly 200 votes. Over 4,000 students voted in the election, beating the record set last year.
Congress failed to pass legislation last night to keep the government fully functioning.
As of now, non-essential workers to the federal government are on unpaid leave, while essential workers continue to report to their jobs, but without pay. Syracuse University is really feeling the effects. The school is covering costs for all researchers that aren't receiving federal money.
We're doing our part, and I think the Congress elected officials should be doing their part.
Once the shutdown ends, the rush to get projects approved will create a heavy amount of competition among researchers and programs.
A lot of students are going to see some effects if this doesn't stop very soon.
If the two sides can't figure out a way to compromise on what they want, so they're setting a bad example.
And we have some breaking news right now. Some reports are now saying that there's been a shooting incident at Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas.
3 people are dead and 16 are wounded at the hands of Army Specialist Ivan Lopez, who opened fire at Fort Hood Military Base yesterday.
Major Patrick Miller, an alumnus of Syracuse University, class of 2009, was a victim of this week's shooting at Fort Hood. He's improved and is in good condition after 2 surgeries.
The Remembrance Scholars gathered in front of the Hall of Languages this afternoon to bury a time capsule at the Wall of Remembrance.
The time capsule is being buried to mark the 25th anniversary of the Pan Am 103 bombing. The capsule will be opened up on the 50th anniversary in 2038.
I think it'll be really special to see how far we've come. And looking back on all the memories we made here at Syracuse and reliving the legacy of the folks that we are representing.
Miss America is Miss New York!
A new Miss America has been crowned, and she may just bleed orange. 24-year-old Miss New York Nina Davuluri is a Syracuse native and was named Miss America this weekend over 52 other contestants. Davuluri is the second consecutive Miss New York to take the crown and the first Miss America of Indian descent.
Syracuse University marching band had a role in the pregame ceremonies at last night's Super Bowl 48 in New Jersey. Earlier this afternoon, Chris Wilner sat down with the Pride of the Orange band members to discuss the once-in-a-lifetime performance.
Now, Dana, being a senior, I know this has got to be a little bittersweet. It was a good way to end it, though, I'm sure, but talk about the emotions you felt on the field with the rest of the band.
Yesterday was really surreal, just being able to end on that note, and it's amazing, like how no one else can say that they performed at the Super Bowl for this year except for Syracuse and Rutgers. It was really an amazing experience.
Here in Hendricks Chapel, former Texas Congressman Ron Paul will be taking the stage. The event has been put together by the Syracuse University College Republicans and is titled Defining Liberty.
I'm here right now live outside the Joyce Hurrihan Auditorium at the Newhouse School for Syracuse University's first ever TEDx Talk. The theme tonight, Emerging Technology and Human Relationships.
In the latest AP poll released today, Syracuse received all 65 first-place votes to grab the nation's #1 ranking over Arizona. This is the first time Syracuse has been #1 in the country since 2012.
Jim Boeheim and the Orange remained undefeated after a nail-biting win on Saturday against the NC State Wolfpack.
SU forward CJ Fair clinched the win in the last 12 seconds with a layup in the paint to give the Orange a 56-55 win and improve their record to 25-0.
And that will conclude tonight's broadcast of Citrus TV News Live at 6. I'm Russell Oliver.
And I'm Chris Woolner. For more on these stories, check us out online at citrustv.net. Have a great night, and let's go Orange.